Hey friends, it's Corey from Hey Let's Make Stuff. In today's quick video, I want to share a replacement for the small Cricut EasyPress. So if you've watched any of my Cricut videos, you will see me using this little Cricut EasyPress a lot. It is 6x7 and it is actually my favorite of all of the Cricut EasyPresses. Unfortunately, a few years ago, they discontinued it and it's really hard to find now. But thankfully, I have finally found a replacement that I like. So this is the MakerFlo 5x7 handheld press, and it's very, very similar to the small Cricut EasyPress, and I'm really excited to be able to share this replacement in case you don't have one of these. Like I said, these machines are very similar. So the Cricut EasyPress is 6x7 and the MakerFlo handheld press is 5x7. So you're just missing an inch on either side. I'm going to hold them up here. The cords actually go either way, so that makes it a little awkward here, but I will hold this one up like this and this one here, and you can see the difference in the size. They have the same height, but the width is a little bit different. That 1 inch doesn't actually make that big of a difference for me, and I haven't found that I can't make projects using this press that I can with this press. Other than the size of the plate, there really isn't too much of a difference between these two presses. Like I said, the cords do come out at different parts of the press. So on the EasyPress, it comes out of the top, and on the MakerFlo press, it comes out on the bottom. Either way works. It really depends on how your setup works. I can plug in either on the front of my desk or the back of my desk, so it doesn't really matter to me, but it is just one small thing to be aware of. Let's set that Cricut EasyPress aside now and just take a look at the MakerFlo press. This press basically comes with two parts. It comes with the press itself and it comes with the safety base. This gives you a place to set your press and protects your hands from the hot plate. One thing this little press doesn't come with is a mat, so you will need to get yourself a mat. This one is the small Cricut EasyPress mat, but there are hundreds of similar mats on Amazon, all for basically less than $15, so you can grab one for pretty cheap, but you will need that to be able to use this press. Setting it is nearly identical to the Cricut machine. You're going to turn it on here. And for the project I'm going to make, I need to set it at 285 for just 5 seconds. So I'm going to click on the temperature button and I'm going to set it down here to 285 using these little arrow buttons. Then I can click that temperature button again, and then I can click time and I can go down to 5 seconds. I will say this goes really fast. So if I hold down this button, it will go right to 0 basically. Oops, there we go. And then you're like, whoa, I'm at 0. So I will just click up here to 5. That does move a little bit fast to be accurate, but you just figure out your temperature and you're good to go. And then I'm going to press the timer again to set it. And that's it. That is how you set this press. It is very easy. This press is perfect for small projects. You can make bigger projects with it by moving it around, but it really shines on small projects. So we are going to be making a baby onesie today. I went ahead and already cut my design out on my Cricut. You can see it in the overhead here. It just says Groovy Baby. And this press is basically perfectly positioned to be able to make projects like this. And that is because the press itself will sit in between the seams versus sitting on top of the seams. And you just get a much better press. For this project, I am going to be using B-Flex Gimme 5 HTV. It is a low time, low temperature HTV. I absolutely love it. So I have cut this out on my Cricut, and basically it just takes 5 seconds to press at 285. So much lower and much faster than other HTV. It's one of my favorites. I do actually sell it in my shop, so I will go ahead and link to that below if you're interested. But to start, I'm actually going to move this off and we're going to give our onesie a pre-press. So I'm not even going to count down here. I'm just going to basically move this around so that we have a nice flat pressing surface. You can see here much flatter. And then I'm going to place my design here in the center, just trying to get it lined up. You can use a t-shirt ruler if you'd like, but I'm just gonna eyeball it. It's for a baby. Does the baby care? Probably not. All right, so we're gonna press that down. All right, now I can press my project. It is already set at 285 for 5 seconds. Once I put it on my project here, I'm going to click the start button and that's gonna start my countdown. I'm just gonna apply some sort of medium pressure. You really don't need a lot of heavy pressure for HTV. And then I'm gonna put it right back on the safety base. Guys, I totally forgot, should have lint rolled. I always forget this step. It's not quite as important with HTV, although I do have a lot of dog hair around here, but make sure you're lint rolling your project before you begin. All right, so we have it pressed here. I'm just going to peel this back. You can see how well this sticks with that short little press, so nice. Then I'm going to flip this over and just give it a few seconds on the back. You can already see I've got hair on the back as well. I'm just going to press it a little bit from the back, really to set that HTV. And that is it. You really can make projects so quickly and so easily when you have a press like this one. To wrap up, let's talk about the pros and cons of the MakerFlo press. So basically, it's almost all pros for me. I love its small size and I love how easy it is to use. It's also very easy to store. So if you don't have a lot of space, especially for a larger heat press, this is a really great option. I only have two small cons. The first is that there is no cord control. So you just sort of have to wrap the cord around it to store it. That is my same complaint with basically everything Cricut makes. I really feel like all crafting companies need to have better cord management. Maybe it could wrap around the base, maybe it could unplug. I don't know. I feel like there's just a better way to deal with the cord than just have it flopping around, but that's just me. And then the second thing was that there was a sticker on the handle of this press that was very difficult to get off. I pulled the sticker off and it left a lot of gunk. So I just used some Goo Gone and was able to sort of scrub it up with some elbow grease. But that sticker was a little bit annoying. Obviously not going to stop me from buying an otherwise perfect press, but just something to be aware of. You can keep the sticker on and not have to worry about it. Or if you want to take that sticker off, you may want to have some sort of solvent around so that you can actually break down that adhesive and get it all the way off. All right, the last thing we have is the price. The Cricut EasyPress, I believe, sold for $129. It's not being sold anymore, so who knows what it would go for today. But the little MakerFlo press is just $69. So much more affordable, and even in a slightly smaller footprint, I think this is a really great buy. So that is my review of this MakerFlo 5x7 handheld press. If you have any questions about it, of course, I would be happy to answer those down in the comments. Follow my channel for more heat press content. I'll see you next time.